What is going on, everyone? It is Corey here, and I've got something I'd like to share with you. So I get asked a lot about when is blockchain adoption from large enterprise going to happen? When is it going to really just shake up all of supply chain or health records? And I'm here to tell you that it's already doing it, but there is something that can help mass adoption. It's called IBCs, or inter-blockchain communication. And this is what I believe is a really fundamental thing that a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people seem to be under the impression that the future of blockchain is that there will be one to rule them all. And that's just not the case. Really not. Here to tell you, it's not. We're going to live in a world of a lot of multi-chains, and these IBCs or relays that sit in the middle are ways for data to be passed in between chains. So you still get the integrity of the chain that you're on, but you also get to communicate with others. And so I put together this neat little presentation to quickly show you what I'm talking about. So if we're sitting back and we're like, all right, company A, company Foo, company Bar are both in it and say, all right, we do blockchain, or we do healthcare records. We're a provider, we're a hospital, and we agree that getting on blockchain is a great idea. We're very proactive thinkers, left and right Twix, if you will. Now they're sitting there and they're saying, all right, you know what? In the perfect world, we'd both choose the same blockchain. Great, problem solved. Well, this typically is not what happens. A lot of times different companies have different IT structures, have different IT requirements. Their concepts on security are different. Their formats are different. So you get a lot of clashing heads. And this so far is what we've seen as like a huge slowdown to enterprise adoption, where there's supposed to be mass disruption from blockchain. And the way that a lot of people come through it right now is through consortiums, right? So you get a consortium together, you form a structure, this kind of neutral third party, and they sit there and manage all of these different companies that are coming on and convince them, and everyone agrees and sits down. It's all this, all that, all that. And then finally it takes years to come together. And that is not really the best way. So there is a future and there is hope, and the answer to that is in IBCs, or these relays. So what are relays? Well, the best way to think about it, and I'm stealing this, I'll put the link to the description where I got it from, is that IBCs and relays are like shipping containers, right? So if we can standardize the format of how to ship the goods, then what's in that container doesn't really matter, right? And we can deal with that once it gets there. But we just need to agree on what that interoperability protocol is, and that's what IBCs are here to do. So again, if you're thinking about it or you're wanting to get into it, and you're like, well, I'm a big enterprise, I want to get onto it, but right Twix across the street is never going to choose my blockchain, then proposing IBCs is a great option. And there's some really cool tools and people working on this, extremely smart individuals. I'll post links down in the comments. But a fun one to look at is that for Cosmos, they have this Zone Explorer. So these are basically different chains that are running, and you can see the IBC relays that are set up in between them. So this lets all of these chains talk to each other, do transfers back and forth. And it's not just token transfers, right? You can do transaction records, you can do NFTs, you can do a number of different things. And this really expands the capability of where blockchain is headed. And I'm very, very excited about it. One of the main people here, ibcprotocol.org, I invite you to check it out. They've got cool little graphs on what exactly is going on. I'm not going to get into it in this video, but it shows you what the packets and everything going through mean. Some cool graphs, developer docs, things of that nature. And yeah, so that is what IBCs are and how they're going to help blockchain. And I entice everyone to go check them out. And I will catch you next time. Keith, outro.